Alex Eala's Royal Road. Rising star eyes Suzhou crown after tough WTA draw, crown China. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. China's Jiangsu province, where tradition meets ambition, is no stranger to stories of resilience. From its ancient silk routes to the modern glass arenas shimmering with neon, Suzhou has always been a city where beauty hides beneath toughness. Into this city steps Alexandra "Alex" Eala, the pride of the Philippines, a teenager turned professional warrior on the WTA Tour. Her mission? To carve her royal road at the WTA 125 Suzhou Open against a field laced with veterans, dangerous floaters, and ambitious youngsters. What awaited her was no red carpet, but a battlefield where every forehand, every serve, every sliding rally could tilt destiny. Suzhou would not be kind, but Eala never asked for kindness. She asked for opportunity, and once again, she seized it. The draw that sparked fire. When the draw for the Suzhou Open was released, whispers started immediately. Alex's name was circled, highlighted, underlined. She won't get an easy ride, the pundits remarked. Her first-round opponent, Katarzyna Kawa, a gritty Polish competitor with 7 ITF singles titles and the experience of countless battles on the circuit. Kawa wasn't the flashiest player, but she was steady, tactical, and unrelenting. The kind of player who punished nerves. If Alex survived that, potential matchups against seasoned tour veterans, former top 50 players, and Chinese wild cards eager to make headlines on home soil. The kind of draw that could swallow a young player whole. But to Eala, this wasn't misfortune. This was opportunity. The hard of the path, the sweet of the crown. Crown, the warrior's preparation. The night before her opening match, Alex sat alone in her hotel room. No cameras, no journalists, just her notebook. She scribbled words that guided her through every tournament. I am ready. I am strong. I will play point by point. My road is mine. Suzhou's humidity seeped through the night, but Eala's training had prepared her for worse. She had sharpened her fitness, pushed her footwork drills until her legs burned, and rehearsed pressure points with her coaching team. For Alex, tennis wasn't just about forehands and backhands. It was about emotional armor. The tour can chew you up with doubt, but she had forged her identity through resilience. She had been the underdog, the teen sensation, the promise. Now, she was shaping into something more dangerous, a contender. The Royal Road begins. On a misty Suzhou morning, Alex walked onto the court for her opener. The crowd was buzzing. Chinese fans are some of the most passionate in the world, and though most were neutral, Eala's youthful fire quickly drew them in. The match against Kawa was a test of patience. The pole dragged her into long rallies, mixing slices with sudden accelerations. Alex's footwork was tested early, but she responded with power from her left-handed forehand, angles that opened the court, and a stubborn refusal to blink. First set, 6-4 Alex. Second set, Kawa fights back, 3-6. Third set, the decider, where champions are made. At 4-4, Alex produced a 27-shot rally that ended with a blazing forehand winner. The crowd erupted. Her roar echoed across the arena. 2 games later, she closed it out with an ace down the tee. Suzhou had met its queen in the making. Crown, building momentum. The second round brought a new challenge, a powerful Eastern European opponent who loved to hit flat, punishing strokes. The match was fast, brutal, and unforgiving, but Alex adapted. She learned to absorb pace, redirect it, and strike at the perfect moment. The highlight? A ridiculous backhand pass on a run that painted the line, leaving her opponent frozen. With every round, Alex wasn't just winning matches. She was winning the crowd. The Suzhou fans began chanting her name, Eala, Eala. And with that came something more important. Belief, lessons from defeat, fuel for victory. A year ago, Alex might have folded under such pressure. She had known heartbreaks on tour, tough losses in deciding sets, matches where experience beat her raw talent. But those moments were not scars. They were lessons carved into her memory. She remembered losing a semi-final after leading by a set. She remembered walking off court in tears, doubting herself. She remembered the silence of airports after defeats, the sting of scrolling through social media, where critics doubted her ceiling, and she remembered choosing keep going. Suzhou was proof. She had matured into a player who thrives on difficulty. The defeats of yesterday had built the champion of today. The Filipino dream. Back home in Manila, it was midnight when Alex's second round win flashed on TV. Families huddled around screens. Fans tweeted, "Laban Alex! Fight Alex!" And kids in tennis academies felt their dreams expanding. Alex wasn't just playing for herself. She was carrying the flag of a nation, hungry for tennis recognition. The Philippines had produced athletes in boxing, basketball, and billiards, but tennis had long been waiting for its trailblazer. Every forehand she struck in Suzhou was a statement. Filipinos belong on the world stage. The court becomes a throne. By the time Alex reached the quarterfinals, the Suzhou Open felt like her story. The press began dubbing her run the Royal Road. Headlines across Asia highlighted her fearless play, her poise, her ability to outthink opponents years older. She didn't glide through matches, she fought. Every point was a skirmish, every game a battle. But she wore the grind like a crown. And in that transformation, fans began to see her not just as a teenager chasing dreams, but as a future ruler of the court. Rivals, respect, and the road ahead. Every great champion needs rivals. Suzhou introduced Alex to hers. Players who tested her, stretched her, forced her to discover weapons she didn't know she had. There were fiery exchanges, respectful handshakes, and even a laugh shared with an opponent after a net cord winner. The tour is a lonely place, but it is also a family. Alex was learning to earn respect not just with victories, but with character, and win or lose. Her journey in Suzhou had already redefined her trajectory. Dreams of the crown. As Alex marched deeper into the tournament, the dream of lifting the Suzhou crown felt real. It was no longer just a headline or a hope, it was a possibility. She had proven she could handle tough draws. She had shown the heart of a champion. And she had carried herself with a grace that made fans believe in her story. The Royal Road was never meant to be easy, but that was the point. True queens are crowned after trials, not shortcuts. Epilogue, the road beyond Suzhou. Whether she lifted the trophy or not, Suzhou was a turning point. For Alex Eala, this tournament was about more than wins. It was about proving she belongs among the best, about igniting pride in millions back home, and about forging her crown not out of gold, but out of resilience. The road is long. The challenges will grow fiercer. But one thing is clear. Alex Eala is no longer just a rising star of Philippine tennis. She is becoming its queen, crowned Philippines China. And as she walks the Royal Road in Suzhou, the world watches. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.